A very warm welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D. We're here to do your psychic update for your zodiac sign, which will be love and general, psychically tuned in. We also do cover your twin flame path here at YILDIZ Readings, as well as by element for the twin flame path. Now, we are live on Fridays, 10 a.m. as above on the screen, and also 3 times a month on Wednesdays in the Members Hub. Now, the Members Hub has 3 levels. We have the Twin Flame Hub coaching room, the second level, which is pre-release content, and the third for all your extension reads. Without further ado, let's get into your psychic update for your zodiac sign, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hi, beautiful Capricorn. We're here to do your August read for you. And if you do want a personal booking, you can go to the link below. Now, this is going to cover both singles and couples as well as the overall energy. And I'm already picking up on what's happening. Let's get into it. Okay, now I do feel for some of you this month, you may have some, it sounds tedious, some documents to actually address. And this can be really linking into work. And there can be an anniversary coming up. Now, anniversaries can be of a wedding, a birthday, or of a loved one that had passed over. But there does seem to be an anniversary linking to a group. And this is a very major kind of energy coming through. Now, that could be for one particular person, but very separately, it could be that of something that is a theme at the minute. Love is looking really good, I will say. And that's on both sides, so stay tuned. Now, I'm going to link this into each area of your life, the crowning energy. It is a native spirit card, which is from this deck here. And we do have tribal. So it is tribal spirit dance. And it's all those areas in life linking to groups that is coming through. And it's also, I feel you're being super independent. Super independent. And I don't know why I'm really strongly seeing this. It's almost leaving one chapter behind and starting a brand new one. So it is turning over this existential new leaf. And it's beginning this new kind of chapter. But it's all the things that you need to tie up before that can happen. And I feel overall it's more irritating than anything. It's irritating. It's paperwork. It's maybe, yeah, for some of you it can be nostalgic. But I do see the romance is going to be almost very deeply private. And I feel it is getting to a point where you're really pouring into the cup of the connection, but also making really, really big changes. We're going to pull a crowning energy for your overall month, and then we're going to get into love. And that will be love for couples. How is it coming through? Yeah, there you go. So it is going to be moving on up. It is moving on up, but it's the tedious energies of things that we need to do in the A to B to life. But I overall do see if you are planning to do something, this can be a getaway or you've got a major plan. It's almost like the time frame. It's really cramming it. It's like cramming for homework. I do feel you're going to get it in at the last hour. So whatever this is that you're trying to achieve in a target sense, to get away and have that privacy, that quiet, I do feel it's going to be achievable, but it is going to be pretty busy. So don't overextend yourself, but, you know, take a little bit of time for self if you need be. In your love domain, I do feel this is an honest and earnest conversation, and it's almost like, how do I put it? I feel you're going to be sharing something quite intimate with a person. And this is for those of you in a coupledom at the moment. And there's 2 things coming through, and I'm talking for those of you that are in a relationship and you're feeling you really resonate with it. This is a time for balance, but it can be, it's almost like I'm feeling you're getting something off your chest. It was something that happened a while ago. And this is going to really bridge the gap and make the connection so much deeper. And I do feel by doing such, it's either something that your partner has said to you, but I feel for most of you, it's you actually doing such. They may be super surprised at how you relate to it. And it can feel really heartwarming. What I'm hearing is it's really going to deepen the connection. I just keep hearing things. I feel it's going to deepen the connection. I do feel there's major planning going on, and this planning could be the tedious task of, okay, what do we do to move forward? This can be financially or physically, but it is planning for the future, and I feel, you know, having that real deep and meaningful conversation. I feel it's going to give you some clarity, but it's also going to help you both work as a team and map the movement forward. I really feel overall this can be a very romantic time for both you and your partner at this point. But just keep the communication open. Try not to get to a point where we're siding, especially if there's dramas in the group. But I'm feeling ultimately both of you are going to be on the same page. I'm really not feeling negative at all from this. Those of you that are in a connection where there's a lot of misunderstandings, this is coming through differently, but I do feel for that group of energies, it feels more there is a person in the connection who has addressed something mentally and now they're physically speaking. And I feel it's the time to actually get down to it and make a decision about where we're going from here. And it could, I'm not feeling this will go negatively. I feel it'll be quite reciprocal. But I do feel it'll be more the mindset of, look, we've tried, we've been there, we've done that. Let's accept where we're at. And I do feel this can be a major decision. But again, it feels very detached. It feels very platonic. It feels very, what would the word be? It doesn't feel like there will be a fight with this scenario ship for those of you that are in that realm. It does feel that it may be awkward. But by speaking it, it's going to a different level where it can end up being a friendship. But at this point, I do feel broaching it is the difficulty, but it will create balance. This also can be repairable, but I feel for most of that group, it is decision day. I'm seeing from the group of you that are single. Now, I'm getting two energies. It's funny how it's all happening in twos. I don't know why they're coming through for your zodiac sign in twos, but two may be a very synchronistic number for you at the minute. I do feel that there is a manifestation coming in. And overall, I'm feeling singles may actually be really attracting in a high vibe partnership. We've got heart chakra. This can be by the Leo moon. And I do feel there and beyond, there can be commitments and connections. But I do feel you'll be more open to. I feel you'll be more in a ready position to. And I also feel for those of you that are waiting to hear from a person from the past, you may find moving through this month, you're more open to manifest this in. I do feel this group of people may actually be catching up via the telephone, catching up with this person directly. But you can really be touching base about where you were and what you've been through, both with the connection with them and with other energies. But I feel it's like this catch-up. This catch-up is really going to bridge over to something bigger. But initially it may come through in the form of a phone call or a text message. It feels as though it's always been there. This connection has always been there. I do feel that there is another message coming through. Some of you, it might relate to work, but I'm feeling this is more a connection you already know. I'll leave it at that. It is very private, though. I feel you're very... wait and see. I'm hearing wait and see how it goes. You're not pushing pressure on yourself. You know how you feel, but you don't want anything that isn't ripe. You want something that is relevant to you. I do feel that there's more openness here. This can be a very passionate month, but I also feel this person's going to individually help you. It feels as though support and love can be coming from a person that was maybe a friend also. But ultimately, I do feel that this connection is going to be quite hot and steamy and romantic, but it's heart-centered, it's respect-orientated. I don't feel it's lower frequency at all. I'm not feeling it. There's something between the both of you that does feel very, very interconnected. It feels like a soulmate twin flame energy. Your zodiac sign's having that come through. Let's pull a different card. Okay. How is this playing out, please? Okay, that you might have been through the bush and back with this person. What do I mean by that? Like, I'm not necessarily feeling it's been a smooth ride. But I do feel through the process, it's almost you've grown to understand this individual and you've reached acceptance of, you know, the history that you share together. For some of you, this person may have worked away. For others of you, it is it's one of those things that turns your world upside down. This is past tense. I feel this person may have turned your life upside down, but I don't feel you resonating at a frequency where you're feeling closed off. So when this comes in, I feel you're more open and grounded, but I do feel something that they say to you is making you feel more comfortable. So trust the process when this communication happens. Your career sector, again, many of you may be getting new contracts. Even if you are having to do the tedious 3D tasks, this is going to increase your net worth. I feel your income is set to increase, but you are going to have to work extremely hard. Try to keep your nerves about you, especially if you're wanting to apply for a job right now. This will be a very positive time, especially over the next 2 months. The one area I could say is if you are launching something, this can be a very good time to do such, especially if you're needing to upskill to look for employment or do anything to that degree. I feel this is going to bode really well. And I'm hearing the term devil in the detail. And it's funny because if you are trying to launch something, I'm really linking into both money and career here. It's the devil in the detail. So it's very Virgo in nature. It's look at the logic. Although you might be tempted, really read over the contract. I'm not really getting the devil card as something negative. I do feel keep your receipts, read your documents, and make sure you know what you're buying into, because I feel this is really, you might have to replace 1 or 2 things. That can be the financial cost, especially if it is home related or a home-based business. It does feel it's more to do with, some of you, this can be insurance. Just make sure those things are up to date. But regardless, I really don't feel it's negative. I feel it's more, it's going to be for the process. It's going to be for the purpose of moving forward. Some of you, it could be, again, the devil in the detail. Especially for those of you that are separating, it's like, oh gosh, we're going to do this. But I feel it's more the bigger picture of things. So if something's needing to be replaced, trust the process. And it may be to build this dream and especially, you know, really launch where you're wanting to go. As for the holiday energy, yes, that can be coming up. But I definitely plan ahead and do expect maybe unexpected added expenses relating to that getaway if that's what you're choosing to do. Again, I do feel something at home that needs to be repaired. So keep a little bit behind with the finances, but you know, make sure you understand it is going to turn out okay. But some of you, again, I do feel you're going from one sphere of a connection to another, and it is over the next 6 months. I really do see this growing and moving forward. I don't feel it's negative. I don't think you're going to usher in anything negative. I feel you're really moving on up from here. I do feel major changes are going to happen in the months coming. But at the moment, it's almost like out of nowhere. Connections and contracts are going to start coming towards you and you're quite baffled. You're almost like, how did that happen? If you're waiting for a contact, I just keep hearing the term contact. If you're waiting on a contact, this is to promote you or help you in some form. I feel it's coming in at the last hour, a bit like the Cinderella effect, and I do feel it's really going to benefit you. So try and trust that process. But there's a lot on offer for you, Capricorn, and I just feel you might be a little bit overwhelmed, like, why is this happening? And it's through your own aura, you're attracting it, but I do feel you, like Virgo, have had to do everything on your own to this point, that you're not quite used to it, but universe wants to show you a different way, that even people that aren't kin can directly help you. Your health is set to improve, but you need to keep your stress levels down. I do feel it can be busy. Really pay attention to the road and make sure you know where you're going. Keep your mind in alignment. If you're needing time out to meditate or you're needing time out to take a moment, do such, especially surrounding the full moon in Aquarius. If you are severing situations, leaving a contract and going towards the next, this can be really tying up this month, and that can be the tedious energy that you're dealing with. But once that occurs, you're back on a brand new path, and I do feel you really got the luck when it does come to ushering in brand new net wealth, brand new jobs, brand new ways of money coming in. So whatever you're losing, you're gaining. So please try and trust that. Family. There could be a squabble or a situation happening over a family situation. This can be, for some of you, be it it's shared care, or if it's to do with assets, if it's to do with creative projects. But again, maybe it can even be something of the past. So try and be careful, hear each other out. I also feel people's value systems can be coming up at this time, and you may end up being moderator, like mediator. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it. Try not to get tucked into it too much, but overall, however this is playing out, if you're coupled and, you know, going through a separation, this can be this really coming up. I do feel it can resolve, but the tension can come up between now and the full moon. I will pull 3 more cards for the overall. If you are wanting a personal booking, you can go to the link directly below. Please look at your sun, moon, and rising, and Venus. Okay, I'm a psychic medium, so energy can come through in those areas. Otherwise, I will see you for the psychic romance reads. That will be more in-depth, and the twin flames during the month. Overall, okay, things can get a bit spicy. I'm telling you, there's going to be intimacy this month for you guys. You can't make it up. Intimacy. It's going to be hot. Don't get too mad. Okay, don't get too mad. Trust the process, but it's going to be passionate. Could be a bit tense, especially stuff coming back from the past. Take a bird's eye view. Whatever goes down is going to come up. Okay? Things will pan out. Things will pan out. Trust me. See you during the month. Thanks for joining YILDIZ Readings 5D. I trust that you enjoyed the content and love to hear your feedback. Now, yes, we're live every Friday for the Twin Flame update for the collective energy, as well as if you do click the bell, you can get the community post update because you don't get notified of lives. Now, the Members Hub also has 3 sessions a month now at $11. If you do want to come and join us, especially for all the extension reads, which are at the higher level, you can find the link on the main page here. You can see it above the screen, and it gives you the 3 tier levels. Additionally, I do see you throughout the month for your romance updates, for your twin flame and the moon energy and more. So have a great month, and I'll see you on the other side. And yes, I do private readings. The information is in the info box. Love and light, guys.